There's baseball. I am RC Robbin. It is a lazy Sunday afternoon, so I'm ready to play some baseball. So the Avengers is a created franchise on MLB The Show 20 for PlayStation 4. I'm 43 games in. It's the middle of May. As you can see from the league standings, the Avengers are in a first place tie with the LA Dodgers in the National League West. The team has taken the place of the San Diego Padres and wedged into the NL West. They're 27-15, and let's go into the next game in the schedule. So they took the first two games against the Chicago White Sox. This is the third game looking to sweep. Took 9-4 and 7-6. Let's go. Play game. Okay. Let's auto fix that rotation in the minor leagues. Play full game. We are the home team at Crosley Field. Looks good. Hiddleston, Thor's brother. Loki is up. Don Cheadle needs to take a day off. Let's go Vin Diesel in center field. Let's rock and roll. So, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. I hit, I pitch, I field. I do not run the bases. The difficulty setting on pitching and hitting is set at All-Star. This is my attempt to play a 162-game schedule. No skipped innings, no simulated games. Let's do this. Welcome for some baseball. Game 3 of a 3-game set here at Crosley Field as the ChiSox visit the Hollywood Avengers. On the mound for the Avengers is Tom Hiddleston, who in the MCU plays Loki. He's 6-2 with a 3.3 run earned run average. Leading off for the Chicago White Sox is Dustin Pedroia, 284, 3 homers, 15 runs batted in. Comes the first pitch of the ball game. Deep fly ball to right, but playable for Dave Batista. Drax makes the catch. One pitch, one away. Starting lineup for the White Sox, Dustin Pedroia led off. Hanley Ramirez is at shortstop. Anthony Rendon's at third. Paul Goldschmidt's at first. Hunter Pence is in right. Yasmani Grandal is the catcher. Mikhail Franco is the DH. Jason Kipnis is in center. And Adam Dunn is batting ninth and in left field. Hanley Ramirez, 251, 10 homers, 28 runs batted in. That's a deep drive that could go. That ball is gone. It is a one-out first inning home run for Hanley Ramirez, home run number 11. And just like that, the Chicago White Sox have an early 1-0 lead. Oof. Here's the replay. Pulled it down the left field line over that shallow but high fence. So next up is Anthony Rendon. He's been cold in his last handful of games. Overall, he's hitting .308, 5 homers, 16 runs batted in. Here comes the pitch. And that's a line drive, base hit to center field. So after getting the first out, he's given up a homer and a single. A runner at first with one away.
The first baseman.
Next up is Paul Goldschmidt, the first baseman, 277, 7 homers, 24 runs batted in. Drives it foul for strike one. And again, he's late on the breaking ball. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Goldschmidt. Ground ball up the third base line, foul ball. Runner leads off first, 1 away. Here in the top of the first, 1-0 lead for Chicago. Swing and a miss, a 2-seam fastball, strikeout. And there's 2 away. Hiddleston's first strikeout of the ball game. Down and in, got him to chase. Could have been a strike, but couldn't get on. Next up is Hunter Pence, 294, 13 homers, 32 runs batted in. Misses with the slider outside, ball 1. It's Anthony Mackie in shortstop and Idris Elba in left field. It's a deep drive to right center field. Back goes Vin Diesel playing center field. I am Groot. He makes the catch to retire the side. But Hanley Ramirez, it's a solo home run. After half inning of play, it's the White Sox 1. The Avengers coming to bat. On the mound for the White Sox is James Paxton. He's making his 9th start. His record is 1-3 with a 6.80 earned run average. Leading off for the Avengers is Spider-Man Tom Holland, 381, 7 homers, 32 runs batted in. He's been a really hot hitter out of the gate. Pitch is low, ball 1. White Sox are 15-27, good for last place in this AL Central. Ball 1 on Holland. At the knees, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Fouls the cut fastball behind home plate, count is 1-2. Down and in, count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Grounder to the first baseman. Goldschmidt steps on the bag, and there's 1 away. Starting lineup for the Hollywood Avengers: Tom Holland's at second, Chadwick Boseman at third, Chris Evans is the catcher, Robert Downey Jr. is at first. DH is Mark Ruffalo. In right field is Dave Batista. Center is Vin Diesel. Idris Elba's in left. And batting 9th is Anthony Mackie playing shortstop. Next up, the late great Chadwick Boseman, hitting .326 on the season. Pitches outside, ball 1. He has 4 homers and 16 runs batted in on the season. Paxton deals. And that ball is high. It is far. It is gonzo. That is a solo home run for Chadwick Boseman. Wakanda forever, baby. And this ball game is tied at 1. That's home run number 5 for Chadwick. Here's the replay. Boom. Hanging curveball. Oof. No doubt about it. Next up is Chris Evans, who's been cold as this 2 for his last 19. Overall, he's hitting .311, 4 homers, 16 runs batted in. He is the catcher, switch hitter, batting from the right side against the lefty Paxton. Misses the cut fastball for strike 1. He plays Steve Rogers in the Marvel Universe. It's a base hit to left. Ground ball through the left side. So, runner at first with 1 away here in the bottom of the first. Pulls it between short and third. Next up is Robert Downey Jr., the first baseman, 267, 4 homers, 22 runs batted in. Chases a high fastball for strike 1. Plays Tony Stark in the MCU. Outside, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Way out in front of the knuckle curve. Jerry Hillsdale is the home plate umpire calling balls and strikes. The count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Tony. Chris Evans leads off first. 1 away. Outside, count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just gets a piece of the cut fastball to stay alive. Count remains 2-2. Quick throw to first. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner leads off first. Tie ball game, 1 apiece. Again, quick throw to first. Trying to keep Evans close. He does have stealing speed. Fouls off the fastball, 97 on the radar gun. Outside, count will go full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Mark Ruffalo, the Incredible Hulk, is on deck. Will he be off with 1 out? Full count? I don't think so. I think he'll stay put. And he walked him, ball 4. So 2 runners on and 1 out for the Hulk. Mark Ruffalo is hitting .327, 8 homers, 29 runs batted in. Runners lead off first and second and 1 away. Backs him off the plate with the cut fastball. Count is 1 ball and no strikes. That's a drive to center. He goes back to the track, looking up, off the wall. Oh, he's out at first. Caught off the base. So it's a single, but caught off base. There'll be 2 outs. Runners at second and third for David Batista. 294, 5 homers, 18 RBIs. Base running mistake by Mark Ruffalo. By me, actually, but whatever. Fouls off the knuckle curve for strike 1. Dave had an RBI double in yesterday's game. Or actually the day before. Check that. Took a day off yesterday. Pitches inside, count is 1 ball and 1 strike on Drax, the Destroyer, from the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise. Inside, 2-1. He was also a professional wrestler before he was an actor. In there, high strike. Count is 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the first, 1 run across, 2 runners in scoring position. Here's the pitch from Paxton. And that might drop in, and if it does, no, it will not. It carries to the outfielder Kipnis to retire the side. But Chadwick Boseman ties this ball game with his 5th homer of the season. At the end of 1, we have ourselves the tie ball game. So we go to the top of the second. Up steps Yasmani Grandal, hitting a .176, 3 homers, 9 runs batted in. Hiddleston sets and delivers. Grounder up the middle, hits into the shift. Mackey throws to first in time, going away. Mikhail Franco is hitting a .98. In there, strike 1. Avengers are 27 and 15, good for second place in the NL West. Must mean in there, strike 2. Must mean that the LA Dodgers have already won their game, so they're probably a half game behind the Dodgers. Should they win today, they'll be tied for first. Chase a changeup out in front, struck him out swinging. There's 2 away. Next up is Jason Kipnis, the center fielder, 235, a homer, 10 runs batted in. Out in front of a slider, pulls it foul, count is 0-1. Up the first base line, it is a foul ball. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Kipnis. Fouls it back. Swing and a miss, the 2-seamer. Struck him out swinging, and the side is retired. So after inning and a half, this ball game is tied at 1. So we go to the bottom of the second. Up steps Vin Diesel. He's hitting .323, 2 homers, 5 RBIs. He's playing center field for Don Cheadle today. Pitch is outside and low, ball 1. Vin Diesel plays Groot in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. All he ever says is, fouls it off. He says, "I am Groot." That's all he ever says. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike on Diesel. Pitch is outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Outside, count is a hitter's count, 3-1. Idris Elba is on deck. Ball game is tied here in the bottom of the second. Just gets a piece of the fastball to stay alive. Count is now full at 3-2. Misses outside, and the leadoff man is on here in the bottom of the second. Up next, hitting .269, 2 homers, 19 runs batted in, is the left fielder Idris Elba. Plays Heimdall in the Thor franchise. Skies it, slicing out of play for strike 1. Diesel leads off first. Outside corner, strike 2. Down and in. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Elba. Chases a high fastball, strikes him out swinging, and there's 1 away here in the bottom of the second. It's Paxton's first strikeout of the game.
The shortstop, number 9.
Late on the fastball. Next up is Anthony Mackie, .314, 3 homers, 23 runs batted in. He's Sam Wilson in the Marvel Universe. And that is a slicing drive to right. There to make the catch is the right fielder. There are 2 away. Hunter Pence makes the catch. So with 2 away, the lineup turns over for the Avengers. Tom Holland grounded out in the first. He's 0 for 1. Runner leads off first. Quick pitch over there to keep him close. Inside, count is 1-0 on Spider-Man.
That's ball 2.
Just below the knees, 2 balls and no strikes on Tom Holland. Diesel leads off first. Tie score here in the second. Fouls off the fastball, 2 balls and 1 strike. Skies it to right center field. Playable. Kipnis makes the catch to retire the side. So after 2 innings of baseball here at Crosley Field, the home field for the Avengers, this ball game is tied at 1. Top of the third, Adam Dunn, .248, 2 homers, 14 RBIs. He's a bit of a road warrior. He's got a .315 average on the road this season. Pitch from Loki. Inside corner, strike 1. The shift is on for Adam Dunn. 3 infielders on the right side of the infield. Pulls it foul. Quickly, there are 2 strikes. Pop up to the only man on the left side of the infield. Chadwick settles under it, makes the catch. There's 1 away.
The batter, number 50.
Standings in the National League West. The Hollywood Avengers are half a game behind the LA Dodgers for first place. They've taken the place of the San Diego Padres with this created franchise. 27-15 so far. So 1 out. Lineup turns over for the White Sox. Dustin Pedroia is 0 for 1. Hitting .282. Checks his swing, but finds the outside corner, strike 1. Dustin is 8 for his last 15. That's over 500. He's on fire. Pulls it foul. Count is quickly 2 strikes. That ball is gone. It's a 2-1 lead for the Chicago White Sox. Here in the top of the third, it's a solo home run for Dustin Pedroia, number 4, and his hot hitting continues, as now the Chicago White Sox lead 2-1. Trying to avoid the sweep. Oof, killed it. Little man killed it. So next up is Hanley Ramirez. He homered in his first at-bat. Slider in there, strike 1. Line drive over the head of the third baseman, and it makes its way into left field. Big turn at first, heading to second. Strong throw to second is up the line. It is not in time. It is a 1-out double for Hanley Ramirez, and he's 2 for 2. No chance for Boseman. It's third. Throw was offline. Still wouldn't have mattered. Next up is Anthony Rendon. Singled in the first. He's 1 for 1. Runner in scoring position. Strike 1. Misses with the changeup outside. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Fouls the 2-seam fastball back. Count is 1-2 on Rendon. Just gets a piece of the changeup. Stay alive. Misses inside with the fastball. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runner at second, 1 out. 1 run has come across. It's 2-1. It's Chicago. Line drive. Oh, just missed by the first baseman. He's going home. Throw to the plate is up the line. It is an RBI single for Anthony Rendon, and it's a 3-1 ball game. Let's look at the replay. Just lines it over the head of Robert Downey Jr. at first base. I thought that he would stop at third, but came around to score. So Paul Goldschmidt struck out in the first. Runner at first, 1 away. Fouls it back, strike 1. Tom Hiddleston doesn't quite look like he's on his A game today. Left it in the bullpen, it seems. Pops it up, short left field. Out goes Anthony Mackie, and there are 2 outs. Next up is Hunter Pence. Hunter's 0 for 1. Runner at first, 2 away. Late on the fastball, strike 1. And it is a pop fly to short right field. There is Batista, makes the catch to retire the side. So they scored 2 runs. And after 2.5 innings of play, it's Chicago 3, Hollywood Avengers 1. Be right back. Let's pause the game for a moment. I'll be right back. I am back. Just got to sit down, put my headset on. And here we go. So it is
Leading off for Hollywood.
bottom of the third. Up steps Chadwick Boseman. Pitches outside, ball 1. Chadwick has 5 homers on the season. That is not first on the team. Outside, count is 2 balls and no strikes on T'Challa. Knuckle curves outside, count is 3 balls and no strikes. Will he have the green light? No, he will not. I don't swing on 3-0 pitches. In there, strike one. It's worth taking a pitch. Now the count is 3-1, and the handcuffs are off. Here it goes. And that ball is high. It is far, and it is Gonzo. That's his second home run of this ball game. A solo shot, number 6. And it's a one-run contest as the Chicago White Sox now lead 3-2. I think he hit this one even further, 421 feet. Wakanda forever, baby. Boom. This one looked like a flat slider. Oof. So, still nobody out. Up steps Chris Evans, who singled in his first at-bat. And that is a slicing fly ball caught by Hunter Penson right. There's one away. Nice play by Hunter. Next up is Robert Downey Jr., first baseman. No official at bat because he walked in the first inning. Outside corner, strike one. So it's a 3-2 lead for Chicago here in this third game of a 3-game set. Chase the high cut fastball. Count is 0-2 on Tony Stark. Avengers have taken the first 2 games of this 3-game series. Caught him looking, outside corner, strike 3. There's 2 away. Doesn't like the call. That's Paxton's second strikeout of the game. Next up is the Incredible Hulk. He singled in the first. Mark Ruffalo is the DH. Fouls the outside fastball down the right field line, strike 1. So he's hitting over 400 in his last 9 games. Breaks his pat. Shattered bat remnants, underhanded by Paxton to Goldschmidt to retire the side. But a solo homer by Chadwick, his second home run of the game, makes this a 1-run game at the end of 3. This ball game's tied. No, check that. The White Sox lead 3-2. Got a little excited there. So, top of the 4th, Yasmani Grandal's 1 for 6 with an RBI in the series. He grounded out in his first at-bat today. Ground ball, dives, doesn't come up with it, throws to first, not in time. It's an infield single for Yasmani Grandal, and they lead off with a hit. Next up is Franco, Mikhail Franco. Inside corner, strike 1. Flies to right. Drax is there. He makes the catch for out number 1.
The center fielder, number 27.
Next up is Jason Kipnis. Struck out in the second. He's 0 for 1. Misses inside with the slider. Ball 1. I think of Kipnis, I think of a second baseman. I guess he's... And that's a line drive running in. Oh, no, it gets past Batista and goes all the way to the wall. 1 run will score. No, check that. No, actually, no, much slower. Pardon me. But the base running, Kipnis hit a double. The runner wasn't able to make it home. He stopped at third, so it's 2 runners in scoring position now. Here in the top of the 4th. Misplayed it. He should have gotten in front of the ball. Next up is Adam Dunn. Adam Dunn popped out in the 30s, 0 for 1. He has 2 runners in scoring position, only 1 out. At the knees, strike 1. It's a big moment in the game. A single scores 2. Misses down and in. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Dunn has done well, no pun intended. Runners in scoring position. He's hitting 367. Slices high and deep, but foul. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Adam Dunn. Misses outside, 2-2. That is a line drive to center field. It is a base hit and will go all the way to the wall. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. It is an RBI 2-run double for Adam Dunn, and the score is now Chicago leading 5-2. And in 3 1/3 innings, Tom Hiddleston has already given up 8 runs. Check that, 8 hits and 5 earned runs. So 5-2 here in the 4th. Up next is Dustin Pedroia. It's 1 for 2 with a solo home run. So the manager is going to go to the bullpen and going to warm up Scarlett Johansson. Scarlett Johansson just came up from the minor leagues. Outside corner, strike 1. She replaces... I forgot who she replaces. Well, whatever. Pops him up. Right side, out of play. Count is 0-2 on Pedroia. Pedroia has a home run today. Misses low. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Fouls it down the first base line. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 away. 2 runs across. It's 5-2 Chicago. Late on the fastball. Count remains 1-2. 1 away. Top of the 4th. And it is in there for a base hit. Batista comes up throwing. They will hold the runner at third. First and third with only 1 away. Pedroia has a second hit. Next up is Hanley Ramirez. Manager, mound visit. He's got a lot of confidence, but not a lot of energy. Hanley's already 2 for 2 with a home run. Double. We're going to the bullpen. We're bringing in Black Widow. In relief, her first appearance out of the bullpen this season, Scarlett Johansson.
Your attention, please. Now pitching. Number 60.
Nope.
Misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Runners at first and third and 1 away. Hanley's 2 for 2. That's a line drive. We will dunk in there for a base hit. 1 run will score. And it will be first and third. The score is 6-2 now. As it's an RBI single for Hanley Ramirez, and he's 3 for 3.
The third baseman, number 6, Anthony Rendon.
Anthony Rendon steps up next. Anthony is 2 for 2 as well with an RBI. Fouls off the slider, strike 1. Scarlett throws a lot of different pitches, a lot of junk, if you will. Fouls off the knuckler, count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Rendon has not done well with runners in scoring position, hitting only .205. Misses outside with the slider, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Grounder, 6, 4, 3, double play. Side is retired. But they get 3 runs, and at the end of 3.5, it's Chicago 6, the Avengers 2. So next up is Dave Batista. He lined out in the first inning. He's 0 for 1. We are in the bottom of the 4th. 4-run lead for Chicago.
Nope.
Misses outside, ball 1. Batista has a modest 4-game hitting streak. Cut fastball finds the corner, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on the hitter.
That's outside.
2-1 outside. Line drive, base hit to center. And the leadoff man is on here in the top of the 4th. Check that, bottom of the 4th. I do this once a game. I show what the difficulty setting is. Options, gameplay, hitting difficulty is on All-Star, pitching difficulty is on All-Star. Next up is Vin Diesel hitting .323 on the season. Runner at first, nobody out. Fouls off the fastball, strike one. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Outside corner, 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Paints the corner. Drax leads off first. Grounder to third. Over to second for 1. Back to first. It's a round the horn double play. 2 outs. Bases are now empty.
Number 63.
So next up is Idris Elba. Struck out in the second inning. He's 0 for 1. 2 away here in the bottom of the fourth. Yanks it foul. Strike 1. That's a hard ground ball to the shortstop. Throws to first. In time. Side is retired. So, end of 4 innings of play here at Crosley Field. It's the Chicago White Sox 6, the Hollywood Avengers 2. So we go to the top of the 5th. Up steps Paul Goldschmidt against Scarlett Johansson. Here comes the pitch. Outside corner, strike 1. Misses with the knuckler. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Ground ball to second. Holland fields, fires, got him. And there's 1 away. The line on Loki is 3 1/3, 9 hits, 6 earned runs. It's not a pretty line. He'll want to forget about that one. Next up is Hunter Pence, who's 0 for 2. 1 out here in the 5th. Swing and a miss over the top of the curveball, changeup. Count is 0-1. Swing and a miss at the knuckleball. Count is 0-2. And it's a fly ball to left. Idris Elba settles under it, and there are 2 away. So with 2 outs, Yasmani Grandal, the catcher, is singled in this ball game. He's 1 for 2, steps up to the plate. 2 outs, bases empty. That's a deep drive. Oh boy, he gave the charge to that one. That ball's gone. It's 7-2 Chicago. Here in the top of the 5th, Grandal's 4th homer of the year. And he's looking to, Scarlett Johansson doesn't like that very much. Crushed it. Oof. Oh boy. She doesn't throw very hard. She has to be careful where she places the ball. Straightaway center. It is gone. So it's a 5-run lead for the White Sox. Up steps Mikhail Franco, who's 0 for 2 today.
The bat, number 7, designated hitter, Mikhail Franco.
Grounder up the third base line. Fair ball, foul territory, long throw. In time. Nice play by T'Challa. But home run by Yasmani Grandal. After 4.5, they add another insurance run. It's the White Sox 7, the Avengers 2. So next up is Anthony Mackie. Cut the check. 0 for 1. I won't spoil it for you. I'll just call him Sam Wilson. Pitches outside, ball 1. You need to watch Disney Plus to find out what happened to Sam Wilson. Hopper off the mound. Paxton throws to first. Easy play for the pitcher. And there's 1 away.
Now back, second baseman.
Next up is Tom Holland. He's 0 for 2. Flied out, he grounded out. 1 away here in the bottom of the 5th. Fouled it off. 1 strike. That's a deep drive, but playable for Adam Dunn in left center field. There's 2 away.
Now batting, number 20.
Next up is Chadwick Boseman. He has 2 home runs today. Can he hit the 3rd? Pitch is outside, ball 1. Number 5 and number 6 on the season for Black Panther. Outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Chases a fastball outside. Count is 2-1. A little anxious. That ball is high. It is far. It is foul. Almost made a bid for his 3rd homer of the game. Count evens 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases empty. Did he check it? Yes, he did. Full count, 3-2. So, 7-2 lead for Chicago. 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th. And he walked him. So the inning, at least the half inning, will continue for the Avengers as they now have a 2-out walk.
Now batting,
Let's look at the pitch.
Chris Evans.
Nope. Next up is Chris Evans, the catcher. Sam Wilson. No, check that. Steve Rogers. Late on the fastball, strike 1. He's 0 for 3 in yesterday's game. Pulls the cut fastball foul. The count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Steve Rogers. Runner leads off first. Outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Inside, count evens, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner off first. Bottom of the 5th, 7-2 lead for Chicago. Here comes Paxton's pitch. Just misses low. Count will be full. The runner at first will be in motion. Here comes the payoff pitch from Paxton. Fouled it upstairs behind home plate, out of play. And we'll do it again. And he walks him. 2 straight walks with 2 outs. So,
Now
Evans
batting,
is at first.
number 12.
Next up is Robert Downey Jr. He walked in the first. He's 0 for 1. 2 runners on, 2 away. 7-2 lead. Let's see what happens. This one he pops up. Short right field. Pedroia is there. Makes the catch to retire the side. So it's an official ball game. White Sox lead 7-2. So we go to top of the 6th. Up steps Jason Kipnis. He's 1 for 2 with a double.
The center fielder.
Johansson's still out on the mound. This is her first appearance. Slider in there, strike 1. First appearance coming up from the minor leagues. They sent Terrence Howard down to the minors. Backup shortstop. Slow roller, charged by T'Challa. Throws to first in time, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 44.
Next up is Adam Dunn. He's a 2-run double today. 1 for 2. At the knees, strike 1. Changeup floats in there for strike 2. Just gets a piece of the knuckleball to stay alive. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes on Dunn. Just misses inside with the slider. Count is 1-2. Swing and a miss. The 2-seam fastball struck him out swinging. There's 2 away. First major league strikeout for Scarlett Johansson.
Now batting,
Proud moment. She's smiling.
Justin.
Next up is Dustin Pedroia. 2 for 3 with a single and a homer. Ground ball, it is a base hit to left. 2-out single for Pedroia. I think he's got 4 hits today.
Now batting.
At least 3.
Hanley Ramirez.
Next up is Hanley Ramirez. Couldn't get a piece of that two-seam fastball. He's 3 for 3. He's got a homer, a single, a double. All he needs is a triple for the cycle. He's 6 for 13 in this short series. It's a 3-game series. Knuckleball floats in there for strike 2.
That's a ball.
Just missed outside. Count is 1 and 2. She thought she had him. Runner leads off first. Pulls the two-seamer foul, strike. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Misses with the slider. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 6th, 7-2 lead. Runner leads off first. Strike 3 called. Didn't like the call, but the side is retired nonetheless. So, 5.5 complete. It's a 7-2 lead for Chicago. Next up is Mark Ruffalo. Singled in the first, he's 1 for 2.
The designated hitter, number 84.
Ball 1,
Count 1-0.
low. That's a line drive which may dunk in there for a hit, and it will. That is a single for Ruffalo. And they have the leadoff man on here in the bottom of the 6th. He's 2 for 3.
Now batting, right fielder, Dave.
They're playing him deep. Next up is Dave Batista. Singled in the 4th. He's 1 for 2. Chase the fastball, strike 1. Batista's hitting .297 on the season. Runner leads off first. And he yanks this into the seats. Count is 0 and 2 on Drax. Line drive. It is a base hit, diving attempt by Adam Dunn. He does not make the catch. There's 2 runners on and nobody out. They're down by 5, so they need base runners. Tried to make that diving catch. So next up is Vin Diesel. He walked. Officially, he's 0 for 1. Skies it to right. Easy play for the right fielder. 1 away.
Now batting, number 63.
Next up is Idris Elba, 0 for 2. Struck out, he grounded out. Runners at first and second, 1 away. Pitches outside, ball 1. Line drive. Right at, he tags him for the out, and the side is retired. Tough double play at the end of 6. It's still a 7-2 lead for Chicago. Tough play. So we go to the top of the 7th. Anthony Rendon is 2 for 3. Scarlett still out there pitching. Their first appearance.
Anthony
Give us some work.
Rendon.
Two-seamer in there, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Out in front of the slider, strike
No
2.
ball, 2 strikes.
Pulls the breaking ball foul. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. Skies it to right center field. Long run for Vin Diesel. He makes the running catch for out number 1. Covered a lot of real estate out there. Made it look easy. That was a tough play.
The first baseman.
Next up is Paul Goldschmidt, who's 0 for 3. Misses with the slider outside, ball one. Pulls the knuckler to foul. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Misses low, count is 2-1. Jams him with the 2-seam fastball, count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes on Goldschmidt. That ball is gone. Woo! Flat knuckleball. And it's 8-2. Goldschmidt hits home run number 8 of the season. And that ball got out of here in a hurry. It's a 6-run lead now here in the... Oof. Got all of it. Ugh. Only question was whether it would be fair or foul. Next up is Hunter Pence. Hunter Pence is 0 for 3.
The right fielder, number 8. Panther.
Strike 1. Ground ball up the third base line. Count is 0-2. Strike 3 called on the floaty knuckler. 2 outs. It's the 3rd strikeout for Johansson. Her first outing in the major leagues has been a little up and down. She's given up 2 solo home runs. Struck out 3. This will probably be her last batter. Yasmani Grandal, 2 for 3. Swing and a miss at the changeup out in front, strike 1. It's 2 for 3, a single, a homer. Just gets a piece of the slider, count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Misses with the knuckleball, count is 1-2. Swing and a miss, 2-seam fastball struck him out swinging. Side is retired, so they do get a run on the home run from Yasmani Grandal. Actually, I don't think it was Yasmani, but whatever. Get up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. Time for the 7th inning stretch. It's an 8-2 ball game for the White Sox. Ooh, trying to keep themselves from getting swept. Next up is Thomas Pannone on the mound. Manager, bullpen. Righty, lefty, lefty. Let's get, you know what, just put Paul Rudd, warm him up. Paul Rudd, put him in the game. Just keep it there. Anthony Mackie leads off, he's 0 for 2. Pitch is high, ball 1. Pannone is a lefty out of the bullpen. Grounds it to the third baseman. Jump throw from foul territory in time. Beautiful play by Rendon for the first out. Next up is Tom Holland. Lineup turns over for the 4th time. It's 0 for 3 today. That ball's deep, but playable for Adam Dunn. In front of the warning track, he makes the catch. 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Chadwick, 2 for 2 with a walk. He has 2 home runs today. He accounts for the only runs on the scoreboard. Pitch is high, ball 1. Only thing to play for is to see if he can get 3 homers in 1 game. Low, ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. Carlos Estevez and Tyler Webb are getting loose in the bullpen for the Chicago White Sox. Inside, 3 balls and no strikes. Chris Evans is on deck. Hands are off the controller. 3-0, I do not swing. In there, strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike on T'Challa. Here comes the pitch. And that's a line drive. Base hit over the head of the second baseman. And he's going for second. Dumb decision. With a 6-run deficit, you don't go for second. but he tried anyway, and the inning is over. The end of 7 innings of play, it's Chicago 8, Hollywood Avengers 2. Bad game. Do I want to change pitchers? Yes, I do. Paul Rudd pitched in 15 games. He's 1-0. His ERA is 4.11. Next up is Mikhail Franco. Fouls it off, strike one.
The designated hitter, Mikhail Franco.
Two-seam fastball in there, strike one. Check that, strike two. Count is 0-2. Deep fly ball to right, playable. In front of the warning track for Batista, makes the catch, and there's one out here in the top of the 8th.
The center fielder,
Jason Kipnis doubled today, he's 1 for 3. Grounder to third. Third baseman playing shortstop, throws to first, and there are 2 quick outs for Paul Rudd. Ant-Man here in the... Next up is Adam Dunn, 2-run double, 1 for 3. And that's a drive to left, in there, and he will make it to second. It's a 2-out double for Adam Dunn. It's double number 9 on the season. They were playing him to pull, slashed it the other way, and all that real estate, free real estate for the ball to rattle around. He could have crawled to second base. Next up is Dustin Pedroia, 3 for 4 with 2 singles and a homer, hitting .296 on the season. Runner in scoring position. Inside corner, strike one. Swings over the top of the fastball. Count is 0-2. Misses outside. 17,349 here in attendance at Crosley Field. Misses inside. Thought that was a strike, but 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the 8th. 8-2 lead for Chicago. Runner in scoring position. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left on at the end of 7.5. It's a 6-run lead for the White Sox. So next up is Chris Evans, the bottom of the 8th. He has a single today. He's 1 for 2. Thomas Pannone is in there for his second inning of work. Pulls it foul. Strike 1. Skies it to right. Pedroia is there. Short right field makes the catch for the first out. Robert Downey Jr. is 1 for 6 in this series. He walked in the first. He's 0 for 2 today. Here comes the pitch. Pitch is low, ball 1. (8-2) lead for the White Sox here in this third game of a 3-game series. Pitch is outside. Count is 2 balls and no strikes. Avengers won the first 2 games. They were trying to sweep. Doesn't look good. Skies it to left center field, and it's going to find its way into the gap. Big turn at first. He'll head to second. It is a 1-out double for Tony Stark, as Iron Man will be in scoring position now on his 8th double of the season. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. This is the Incredible Hulk, Mark Ruffalo. Yanks it foul for strike 1. Mark is 2 for 3 with 2 singles today. Pitch is inside off the plate. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Runner leads off second. Outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Hitters count, 3 balls, 1 strike. Drax the Destroyer is on deck. They need base runners. It's an 8-2 lead. Grounds it to the first baseman. Goldschmidt takes it himself, steps on the bag for the second out. The runner moves to third. Next up is Dave Batista, 2 for 3 with 2 singles.
Batista.
Runner at third, 2 away. Here in the bottom of the 8th. High and tight, ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
And that's a line drive, base hit to left. That'll be an RBI. He makes a big turn at first and heads to second. Throw to second is up the line. It's an RBI double for Drax the Destroyer, and the score is now 8-3. Chicago. Oof. Roped it. So runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Up steps Vin Diesel, who walked in the second. Officially, he's 0 for 2. Checks his swing. Pitches inside, ball 1. Chases a high fastball. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike on Diesel.
Nope.
2 balls, 1 strike. Bottom of the 8th, 2 away. Fouls it upstairs behind home plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at second. 8-3 ball game. Here comes the pitch from Pannone. Grounds it to the third baseman. Throws across in time. Side is retired. So there was an RBI by Dave Batista, but it's still a 5-run ball game. We go to the top of the 9th. It's the White Sox 8, the Avengers 3. So Hanley Ramirez is 3 for 4.
The shortstop, Hanley.
Fastball's in there, strike 1 from Paul Rudd.
That's the ball.
12-6 curveball is low. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike on Ramirez. Ramirez is a triple shy of the cycle. Fouls it off. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. This is count is 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ground ball to the second baseman. Spider-Man Fields fires, got him. There's 1 away here in the top of the 9th.
The third baseman, number 6, Anthony.
Next up is Anthony Rendon. He's 2 for 4 with 2 singles and a run batted in. Pulls it foul up the third base line. Strike 1. Strike 2 at the knees.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Misses. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Inside, 2-2. And he fouls it. Count remains 2-2. 1 out here in the top of the 9th. 8-3 lead for the White Sox. That's a deep drive that could go off the wall. Let's see what happens. It's off the wall. And it's going to, oh no. Luckily, he stops at second. Doesn't take a chance. He could easily have made it to third on that misplay out there.
The batter, the first baseman.
My goodness, I don't even want to see it again. Goldschmidt is up, bullpen. Warm up Jeremy Renner just in case. Fastball inside corner, strike 1. Just misses inside. Same location. Ball and a strike. Goldschmidt is 1 for 4. Slow roller up the third base line. Quick throw to first in time. There are 2 away. Runner moves to third.
Now batting, right fielder, Hunter.
Next up is Hunter Pence. They have a 5-run lead. Hunter's 0 for 4. Runner at third, 2 away. Wants to get that runner in. He's going to have to get a hit. Fouls it off for strike 1. That ball is high. It is far, it is gone. That's a 2-run home run from Hunter Pence. And the score is now 10-3 on Hunter Pence's 14th homer of the season. And Ant-Man is looking pretty small. I hate for the pun, but it fits. This is the replay. Oof. So next up is Yasmani Grandal is 2 for 4. No reason to take him out. Hits right into the teeth of the shift from short right field. Tom Holland throws him out. They score 2 more runs. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Last licks for the Avengers. They need 7 runs to tie. It's the White Sox 10, the Avengers 3.
Your attention, please.
Okay. Carlos Estevez is going to step up for the White Sox. We're going to the bullpen. Jeremy Renner is going to come in the game if there is a 10th. So, Idris Elba's 0 for 3, lead off against Carlos Estevez. Pitches high, ball 1. Just gets a piece, rolls it up the third base line. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Finds the corner. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Right on the black. Low. Count is 2-2. That's a line drive. Base hit to center. So it's a leadoff single for Elba here in the bottom of the 9th. Next up is Anthony Mackie. Sam Wilson in the Marvel Universe is 0 for 3. In there, strike 1. That's a deep drive, but playable for the center fielder. Kipnis makes the catch, and there is 1 out here in the bottom of the 9th. Next up is Tom Holland. He's 0 for 4 today. The average hovering up around 400 is dipped to 372. Oh, it hit him. Ooh, so free base. He doesn't look happy. So runners will be at first and second with 1 away here at the bottom of the 9th. Next up is T'Challa, who has 2 home runs today. This was the first of 2. Be nice if he could hit home run number 3 in the game. It's 3 for 3 with a walk. But it's a base hit. It's his 4th hit of the ball game. Throw comes to the plate. It is up the line. It's an RBI single for T'Challa. He's 4 for 4. And the score is now 10-4, Chicago. Here's the replay. Still 1 away, runners at first and third. Next up is Chris Evans, switch hitter, now batting from the left side against the righty Estevez. 2 on, 1 away, bottom of the 9th. That's a deep drive. Heading for the seats. It is on the warning track. It'll end up being a sacrifice fly and an RBI for Chris Evans, and the score is now 10-5. However, as Robert Downey Jr. steps to the plate and is 1 for 3 with a double, the Avengers are down to their final out of the game. Runner leads off first, 2 away. Pitches outside, ball 1. Checks a swing, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. 10-5 lead here with 2 outs in the 9th. 3 balls, no strikes. Mark Ruffalo, the Incredible Hulk, is on deck. Obviously 3-0, I'm not swinging. Put the controller down. In there with the changeup, strike 1. Hitters count, 3 balls and 1 strike for Robert Downey Jr. See what happens. Runner leads off first. Line drive headed down the right field line and will roll over into the corner. Hops out quickly. So it'll be a long single for Robert Downey Jr. Should have been a double, but there was miscommunication on the base paths as he hit it down into that corner. In any event, Mark Ruffalo steps up to the plate with 2 on, and there's a relief pitcher coming in. Keone Keela, who was the victim yesterday in the loss to the Avengers, now gets to redeem himself with 2 outs in the 9th. He's pitched in 14 games. His record is, he's got no record. It's 4 saves and 3 blown saves. Up next is Mark Ruffalo, who's 2 for 12 with 2 singles. Pitches low, ball 1. Again, there's 2 outs in the 9th. 2 runners on. Tying run has not come to the plate yet. That ball is high. It is far. It is gonzo. And with 2 outs in the 9th, Mark Ruffalo hits a 3-run home run to make this a 10-8 ball game. Hulk smash. That's Ruffalo's 9th home run of the season. And they've now scored, I believe, 6 runs here in the bottom of the 9th. They still need 2 more to tie this ball game. The home fans are getting a little excited, though. Here comes the pitch. Bang! Hulk smash. He just watched it go. So next up is Drax the Destroyer. They need 1 more base runner for the tying run to come to the plate. He's 3 for 4 today. Pitches high, ball 1. Actually, 5 runs have crossed the plate. It was 10-3 at the start of the inning. Now it's 10-8. And it is a lazy fly ball to right. There is Hunter Pence to make the catch to retire the side. Ball game over. Chicago wins 10-8. So they made it interesting in the bottom of the 9th, but they failed to sweep the series. They lose today 10-8. However, the Avengers did win 2 out of 3 against Chicago. Their record is now 27-16. I believe the winning pitcher is, I have no idea. Let's look at the box score. James Paxton, the starter, is the winning pitcher. Tom Hiddleston, Loki in the Marvel Universe, is the loser. He gets the loss. Hanley Ramirez is 3 for 5 with a homer, 2 RBIs, and he is the player of the game. And this has been a presentation of Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you for joining me. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Obviously, I don't like this particular video much, but sometimes if you play a full 162-game schedule, sometimes you lose, and that's what my plan is. This, I think, was game number 43 in the season, 27-16 now, and hopefully you will join me again for another game in the future. Thank you so much for watching. Have yourself an absolute great night.